Alright, let's make some dinner. Of course, gotta use that filtered water. Got the under sink Aquasana 3-stage filter. So this will take about an hour to fill up. We'll be back. And here's another pot. I gotta fill with more water. Why? Because of this madness. Broccoli raab or rapini. I'm not timid of tongue, but this is so fucking bitter. You gotta just shock it for like 2 minutes. So that's going on. I got some nice focaccia from the grocery store. Really good. Bought this a million times. Also haven't been home in like 2 days out of 20. I had one beer left in the fridge. Alright, that's enough. So I'm still waiting for this guy and this guy to get to boiling, but in the meantime I got my broccoli raab all prepped. I get rid of most of the stems, they're pretty woody. And very roughly chopped it up. And you can see you've got like these buds as well as the leaves. So it's good stuff. I mean, you can actually smell the bitterness coming off of it. It has a really pungent aroma when it's raw even. But we're gonna shock that real quick and then braise it with, gotta eat local, people. Stop buying overly processed ingredients and things that were trucked in from around the world. This is a local product, SF, that's Super Low Foods, local. It's a grocery store. It used to be more of a chain. It's mostly gone now. Just down the street, a mile or two. So you can get it in a big ass coil. I'm gonna cut that into sections, braise it with maybe a little pasta water or something in the raab, and get things going. I think I hear it starting to perk away. This is just one of my go-to meals. I eat a lot, especially when I haven't been home for a while, and I don't want to fuck around at the grocery store or have the creativity to come up with something crazy. So here we got some standard 1 pound bag of pasta. Shape don't matter. If you gotta use sauce, I mean, to me this is the best brand and the best type of the best brand. I absolutely love this sauce. It really tastes good. It always seems to be on sale. This is, if you really gotta take it to the next level, obviously Marconi's another local brand. I only get the mild here because it's in bigger chunks. And for some reason the medium and the hot are finer and finer. And I don't need to have the chunks in every single crevice. It's pretty obnoxious to put this in pasta, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I mean, I have before. And if you gotta buy a tube of cheese, please examine the ingredients because you'd really be shocked what you see. I mean, this is about as good as it gets. It's just Parmesan, Romano, and Asiago cheese. And then you're gonna see the powdered cellulose and potassium sorbate in every brand. What you're looking for is where they'll outright say that one of the ingredients is imitation cheese. I'm not kidding. I just saw that today and I've seen it before. You'll also see like modified food starch and potato starch and non-cheese things that it's literally filler. So you don't want that. But this was like $3. So there's 4 ingredients there. Why this fucking thing keeps going blurry. Gotta clean the lens. I got the homemade, hand-packed, 2 miles down the road. Broccoli raab and a shitload of water while people around the world ain't got nothing to drink. I'm gonna pour all this down the drain. Alright, here we go. I don't know if I can get all this in at once. Probably not a good idea even if I can. And we're just going to burn the bitterness off of this. I have at times even used my pasta water to shock it in, but of course then you put some of that bitterness into the pasta water and some of it will get into the pasta, so I'm gonna waste some additional water here. I don't know, I'm tempted to try to get this in here. Oh, fuck it. Cooking one-handed sucks. It's like jerking off. Ain't no fun. Here's my drawer of kitchen implements. It's not cluttered or anything. Sense the irony there. So this is just, this water was at a hard boil until I started mucking around with it. Submerge all, I mean the smell is even stronger now. It's not even a very nice smell. But trust me that this is good and obviously very good for you. You can see I got a couple stems in there, but not too many. And this is gonna get cooked further, so nothing has to be done now because those stems are hard as fuck, kind of like me, hard as fuck, yo. So let's let that come back to a boil and then we'll take it out. All right, so that's all blanched. I'm gonna do an OG move again. Very awkward one-handed. End up throwing all this oil away anyways. Pan's popping because that's got a few drips of water. It's good. Yeah, that oil really tastes like jardiniere. Tastes like all the stuff that was in it. Pan's probably a little too hot, but that's all right. So here's my sausage prepped. And we'll just start to get these brown, just barely cooked on the outside. And then the broccoli raab can go in a little bit of braising liquid. And we can go from there. Alright, those are brown enough for me. And my pasta water is about to boil, so before I'm trying to do two things at once, let's get going here. So, in goes the raab. So awkward with one hand. Love one hand cooking, it's awesome. There we go. I did hit that with cold water out of the, when I took out the boiling water. You can see how bright green it is. And so we get that cleared up. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of this sauce. Eventually this is all going to get mixed together anyways, and I'm going to use the whole jar of sauce, so no worries there. This is just about to boil. Back to my utensil drawer. So a long time ago, a friend of mine gave me this ladle. He was, his grandmother had died, and we were hanging out at her house. It's fucked up. Because his family was trying to sell the house, and until then he somehow got a hold of the keys, and he somehow got a hold of the keys. So we would go over there and we were smoking dope and hanging out and doing what idiots do. And he was like, if you see anything in the house you really want, just take it, because they're gonna like bring a dumpster and throw a lot of this shit away. This is gonna produce. Okay, sorry about that. Ran out of space on my phone for a minute. Anyways, so I needed a ladle and I took the ladle. I've had it for years. So things are perking away. I dropped the pasta. It's boiling. Turn the heat up a little bit on this guy. It's doing its thing. That moisture in there will cook the sausage quick now. The broccoli raab will stew around with the meat juice and all that good stuff and pick up some flavor. So here this is boil over in a second if I don't give it a vent. So we'll let things get done and we'll put it all together. Okay, so I got a few more beers. I got a big frozen stick of chorizo. We'll kill somebody with that. Coffee beans, suck wrapped. 2 jars of chicken soup I made a while back. But what I came for is this. Pivo. Generic, shitty Polish beer. Okay, so everything's done. Sausage and broccoli raab is done. Well, the broccoli raab didn't need to cook too much more, but the sausage did. It's done. You can see how much that soft bit of sauce loosened up. You can see how much that sauce loosened up. It's looking good. It's a little wet, but that's fine because this sauce is a little thick. And I took the rest of the jar and use it to dress the noodles when I drain them. And now I'll attempt to do this with one hand. I'm sure most of it will stick in the pot. Well, there's some more. I'm gonna have to get out and stir this. We'll get it together and we'll make a plate. All right, here we go. I'm in the midst of devouring one of my favorite things to eat while I watch a little TV. Go make yourself some pasta with Newman's Own Saccaroni sauce. Get yourself some decent sausage and some broccoli raab. I used 2 bunches because they were on sale, 2 for $3, but one would probably be enough for the broccoli raab rookie. Enjoy.